lend me your ears. As my opponents said, Alan Greenspan stated that in ABC News that intervention is needed. Then, my dear opponents, can you tell me what is the meaning of free market? The purpose of 700 billion bailout is to buy toxic and bad assets, which has almost no probability of getting back the money, or I can say that the US government only wastes the money. It will not stabilize the economy of the US and the world because this so-called bailout is known. It does not. My opponents stated that bailout was public in the market, but when 85 billion were bailed out to AI for its executives at a luxury St. Regis resort in Monash Beach, California, running up. Washington was shocked after this incident. So how can you believe that bailout will bring confidence? As I have already stated in my speech, become more invested to these markets. Per man, 760,781 more debt per family than last year. As I heard, US dollars as American debt by the taxpayers. So how could you say the bailout is justified? As I have already told you about that bailout to financial institutions will bring confidence and the institutions will survive. I give you example, Dow Jones Industrial average lost about 450 points, giving it a shortfall of more than 800 so far this week. So my dear opponents, can you tell me how your bailout is helping these financial institutions? As my opponents were talking about Bush, so we should not talk about the Bush. So let's go away from the Bush and talk about United Kingdom. They are buying assets worth 37 billion pounds because they know that bailing out is not a good idea. So let's buy up and we invest in the market instead of giving the money just like to people like that, like AIG had party with that money. Have they invested, have they done anything to bring back the confidence between the public? The real solution to the financial catastrophe is to catch the culprit. Once you put Mr. Bush on trial for war crimes, the world markets will stabilize permanently. This bailing out is a ridiculous idea. It is their fault because they are going bankrupt. Dealing with the public directly, they are the merchant banks. They are giving, even don't deserve it. So they are not getting that money. So they are going bankrupt. So what is the use of saving those companies when they want to go bankrupt? So at not last, not least, but I want to tell you that market forces should decide who should live and who is not justified, and today's motion should not stand.